Hey guys, welcome to Chew and Chat. It is the real YANA, and thank you for coming back to see us again. On Friday, every Friday, yes, 7 o'clock p.m., we are situated in APAC Media, 5295 Stone Mountain Highway, Suite W. Yes, Lord, Stone Mountain, Georgia. Come on down and check us out. If you have anything that you would like to put on camera, please patronize us. Give us a ring. You can reach us at info@apatmedia.com. Let us know what you would like to do. Hit up Patrick Parkins or Yana Lou. We would love to have you. Guys, we have Miss Jeanine Sears here today, and she is amazing. She is scrumptious. This woman have had a tremendous trail, being a trailblazer, from going from this to that and encouraging women in the real estate arena on what she has to offer for you today, to give you something to better yourself, to hand down to your family and to your children, to teach you as a mother, because it's Mother's Day, teach you as a mother how to go get it no matter what, and become somebody and help others. Guys, we'll be right back live with Chew and Chat with Yana Lou. Get your popcorn, get your boyfriend, get your feet up, get your legs up, cuddle up, and come back in 5. Hey guys, how we? Y'all caught me at a moment. You know that behind the scene thing is something else, ain't it, guys? I'll tell you the truth. I was over here trying to take off my ring-a-ding that was making quite a bit of a lot of noise. So you're gonna hear it one more time. Somebody in the audience catch it. Thank you, but it hit the couch. Anyway, guys, thank you for coming back with Chew and Chat with Yana Lou with APAT Media, covering everything that I do. I tell you, it is an awesome time being here at APAT Media. Listen, we have an amazing guest, guys. As you know, amazing is my delicious word, and it is Miss Jeanine Sears down here with Black Girls in Real Estate.
Hey.
Black Girls in Real Estate is amazing, guys. Come on out. Let's see.
Hey, thank you so much for having me.
I love you.
Love you too.
It's my CC, my playmate, to come out and play with me, kitty girl. Always follow my energy, and we be getting in trouble. We get in trouble the right way, guys.
Always.
I'm telling you, Ladybug, it is so fabulous having you down here, darling.
Thank you.
Wow.
This is beautiful. I love it. Thank you so much for having me.
Oh, wow. Big ups to APAT Media for Patrick Parkins.
Absolutely.
Giving us a nice place to come down here and, just spread our wings and have good girl talk.
Yes.
Now, Jeanine, I'm going to have to tell you something. I really would like to pop off this screen and jump up at... Auntie, thank you. Isn't it pretty?
It's gorgeous.
It is.
She snaps.
Mm-hmm. It's too big. My auntie, she know I'm a fool with it. She even gave me the shoe, y'all, to just rock it out,
But it's cute. She gave you a combo.
She did.
A whole combo.
Since I done showed the little ugly feet and all, Patrick, go ahead and show that girl crystal clear with this lime green polish on her toe looking out.
Listen, I had to get cute for you.
Snatch.
I knew who I was coming to see. Period.
Well, I knew who I was going to mirror. Period. Girls rock. Guys, Jeanine, it's all about you tonight, talking about your story, bringing your story out, letting somebody know, that you are the who's who. Everybody knows I only interviewed the elite. Now,
We're here.
That part, honey. Big ups. I only interview the elite because you're the up and coming. We are all the up and coming. And so I want them to know that we are friends. We love each other. We're out here. We're rooting for one another.
Yes.
And everybody that comes on the set at APAT Media with Chew and Chat with Yana Lou, that we're go-getters.
Absolutely.
We're go-getters.
Period.
And your go-getter spirit is so amazing and so scrumptious, honey,
Thank you.
It just encourages me and lifts me up and keeps me going. And girls, you have to get you some girlfriends that encourages you and pushes you by watching their actions.
Yes.
I don't want to hear your mouth. I want to say what you're doing.
Facts.
Okay.
I agree with you.
That part.
That's such an important part. I think a lot of people, especially in the A, right? They have a lot to say, but it's like, what are you doing? But that is also one of my favorite parts about Atlanta. There's so many movers and shakers and just people that are really out here, especially Black women, that are entrepreneurs and that are out here just killing the game, especially in real estate. Which, pretty much led me to why I wanted to start Black Girls in Real Estate, because I thought that we needed a community to be able to come together and actually share our successes, share our stories, share what's going on in our businesses. And I think that is a need. And so I created it.
Wow, I love it. Now listen, I want you to share your social media handles early in the show, because I want y'all to know who we're really talking to.
Absolutely. So you guys can follow me at Black Girls in Real Estate. And then my other socials are Jeanine Searcy on IG. And then everything else is Black Girls in Real Estate, flush across the board.
Now for the Black girls, spell Searcy, and for all the others that don't know how to spell it like me, what the hell did you say?
Yeah, Searcy. Okay, so
seriously.
You're right.
I love it.
So JeANineSearcy, Searcy.
Oh, that is so quaint and cute.
Thank you. That's what I said. They're like, oh, I love your new name. I was like,
honey.
When I got married, I was so disappointed because I was like, my initials have always been JMS, and now they are still JMS. I thought I was gonna have like something completely different, and I was like, all right, they're the same. But it's a great last name.
Keep it simple, silly.
Absolutely.
Because it makes it work.
I think it sounds like elegant.
It is very elegant.
Thank you.
You was just waiting for the right puzzle piece to come.
It was. Kudos to my husband.
You didn't even have to change your whole...
My whole vibe. I could just be myself.
Still is. Love it, y'all. This girl is a hoot. I love it. Now, let me tell you something. Jeanine has had a tremendous walk in her life. She is a mother of one. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Really a mother of many, from her heart,
For sure.
For real. She loves on everybody. She touches everybody. She encourages everybody. She also dives into everybody.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And thankfully, I'm glad to see that she just turned around and dove into herself.
Thank you.
Which enabled you to really dive into more people.
Yes.
Led right back to who you are again.
Absolutely.
But you took the time aside to get into you so you can help more people like you always do.
Yeah, I think that it's funny. My mom used to always say, she's like, girl, you run like a women's shelter. Like you always have a million people like living with you and like figuring things out. And I was like, no, it's like, Mom, I don't view it that way. I viewed like, these are people I love, people I care about. And I feel like God has continuously just blessed me, right? And I feel like the person that fills somebody else up, God will in turn restore that to you. Oof. So for me, it's important for me to follow my faith on that. And I always feel very led to help others. And I think sometimes, especially within my brand, I see myself in so many women just like, trying to figure it out, how do I make this work? How do I get the credit together, the money? How do I buy real estate? How do I put all these pieces together? And I relate to that because that was me at one point. So I feel like I'm always reaching back and pulling up other women that look like myself, and I get to help myself over and over every single day. It just is a different name in person.
Oh, I love that. Now, you hear what she says. She says she get to help herself every single day, help someone every single day. And it's like looking in her mirror. Guys, she is responsible. She's minding her own business. She's looking in that mirror.
Absolutely.
She's chin-checking herself to make sure that she's crossing her T's and dotting her I's so that you guys can have great opportunity in real estate.
Yes.
Now, let's talk about how you got started. Like, say, for instance, some of the things that we've gone through, it was a stumble and it took us back. I want them to know who this bright, beautiful woman is. You're normal like everybody else, but you took the extra step. What were some of these things that you endured that made you just say, you know what, I'm just going to get up, I'm just going to forget everything over here. I'm just going to dive into me and I'm going to do it. Yeah,
so I remember some of the biggest hurdles I experienced, trying to figure this out, right, was like, being able to get promoted at the job I was working at. I was really good in that space and they narrowed me in and they could only see me in that space. So they were like, oh, we're just going to keep, giving her raises and we're just going to keep, throwing money. But I wanted more than that. I was looking to establish a career and it just wasn't happening. Yeah. And I remember my brother actually got in a huge car accident and almost died in it. And I had just started that job and I was terrified to ask my boss if I could take off of work to go, up to DC to check in on him. And I was like, I'm a single mom. Yeah. I can't risk going and not knowing if I'm coming back, if I'm going to be able to pay my bills, can I pay my house note, my car note? So I didn't go. And that stuck with me because I felt like that was such an important moment. But as a new employee and, just all those
All
things
different
that, yeah, like,
things.
we
Yeah.
tell ourselves like, oh, you can't go, you can't do these things. And I just remember being like, you know what? I never want someone to be able to control my time, my money, my income. Then I went through a really bad breakup with, Naomi's dad.
Yeah.
That really impacted me. And I just got into this space where I felt like I was like fighting with myself every day because I'm like, I want to be free. And at the same time, I was helping entrepreneurs open up insurance businesses.
Wow.
So to see myself actively helping other people step into their freedom, but I am still kind of locked in this cage, as I described it. I was like, this is like a inner war. And once Naomi's dad and I had our big blow up, I was like, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
So I quit, right? I quit. I was like, I'm going to go out here. I'm going to forge ahead. I'm going to become an entrepreneur. I was not ready. I went out and I was like, ooh, that check stopped. And I had a plan for how to make the check keep coming. So I was like, I'm broke. Right. I need to go get another job. Okay. So, I took another job. Several, months later, within taking that job, literally, actually it was the first day of the job. I met my now husband. We met on the first day of my new job.
When did you do it?
It was crazy. I never thought. And I had like this rule. I was like, I'm not going to date anybody, where I work, and I'm not going to do all these things. And I met Nick, and it clicked. Yeah. So, 7 years later, here we are.
Yeah.
But
married and happy and bundled up.
Absolutely.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
But it was just chasing that freedom, chasing that personal freedom, and wanting it more than anything, enough to leverage and risk it all, really.
Wow, I love it. That's amazing, Jeanine.
Thank you.
You know what? Just the peace in it. The struggle and the peace. And I say it was a peace in the struggle because you were peaceful. You were peaceful during those times. Even when we can scream in the inside.
Yeah.
But we were peaceful.
I felt like I had to keep moving.
Yeah.
And when you have a kid and they're looking at you and you're looking at them, you're like, okay, wait a minute. I'm responsible here. I can't do all these things. I think, some people, they get so upset. They're so mad at the other person. They're so mad at all these things. I think for me, I just took it personal. Like, girl, you got to choose yourself.
Yeah.
Pick you. Yeah. Hey, she's over here.
That matters.
And you're dope. Like, go outside and figure it out.
Come on. I love the part that you're saying you're dope. Because that's the thing. A lot of women don't think, a lot of y'all women don't think y'all are dope. Y'all are so dope. Like, so seriously. You have everything going. As does such myself.
Yes.
So I made a decision to, hey, it ain't about me, but, look, let me just step into what I do. And this is it. And this is where I shine.
And I love that. When I was watching the show, I was like, oh, she's in her element. I could tell. Like, I could see your happiness, your abundance, it shines through. And I think when we're functioning in the space that we're supposed to be in, that's where we're blessed.
Bless God.
And that's important.
Yeah. And that's where it's going to come from. So now talk about Black Girls Rock. Let's talk about a couple of things that you do, that you offer, and how you help other women from coming into a business that didn't have anything, and you help women, you support them. Tell me a little bit about that.
So Black Girls in Real Estate was created over 4 years ago. And I started with literally like me and my mom in the group. Yeah. And I started it because in order to start my business, my actual initial business was flipping houses, and I still do it. I flip and I build homes. And how I got to that point was by selling my home that I was living in, the home that you used to come over and hang out with me in, and we would have our girl nights, or like, what?
Yes.
And like all
Sisters
that.
Forever, boy.
Period. So,
and the baby. And the baby.
So I sold that house. I flipped that house. I sold it. I made my money. I ended up moving in with my husband now. He was my boyfriend at the time. And we were like, look, let's just go for it. So I took a few steps back in order to move forward. Like, I moved into an apartment. I did those things, and it paid off 100%. It was so worth it. And I don't even think I felt like it was like a step back at that time, because I was chasing it.
And now I'm going to cut you off. She's so bill conscious. I mean, like, oh, we got to do this. We got to count this. We got to do this. To the T, baby.
Yes.
I'm like a hot mess.
I'm responsible. No, you don't. I'm like, I'm responsible. Somebody's got to pay the bills. And now I have employees too, right? So it's like, oh, I really got to make sure I have money every single week to pay, so all that's important. But, so when I started the group, I was like, are there any other Black women out here that, were flipping homes or that were building? Like, is anyone else out here? So I started just funneling and pumping that information into the Facebook group. Wow. Slowly by surely, I would invite people at night. I was just like, how do I grow this thing? I had no experience with it. I was like, I'm just going to figure it out.
But your heart was good.
Oh, always. Yeah, absolutely. And as I shared more information, people were like, well, how are you doing it? How did you start? And I said, well, you guys don't know this? You don't know how to go out and get a hard money loan? You don't know how to find a general contractor? You don't know how to do these things? And they're like, no, sis. Yeah. So I started teaching. And so that led to me coaching. That led to membership, mentorship, international tours, conferences, all of that. So now my group is at 112,000 Black women.
You hear me now?
Across the whole platform. It's a little over 200,000 Black women that follow me. And I feel responsible, right? I feel like, hey, if I'm presenting this information, it needs to be solid. It needs to be fact checked. And I know that it works. And it does. And so it's put me in a really great place where now I'm coaching other Black women and families how to get started with renovation, how to get started building. And that is like, it's become everything. It's like my day-to-day all day.
It's beautiful. It consumes you.
It does.
It consumes you.
And my family.
Right. And you're the mommy and the wife. And,
like my whole family works in my business.
Come on now. Come on.
Yeah.
That's amazing when you can employ your family. And that's what it's about, guys. You're supposed to make sure that no matter what you do, you got to put back into your family and you're sowing a seed back into yours. And
absolutely.
I think that's what I love people to understand and people to know.
So brag moment, I had to brag. So my sister and her family, they just completed their first flip, took the money that they made from their flip and they just bought a franchise. So shout out to Sabrina and Furman and Miss Jones. They just bought a painting company out in Newport News called 5 Star Painting. So they're starting their franchise. My mom and one of her friends, they are closing on their first flip on Wednesday. So I'm slowly watching my friends, my family, everybody taking the information and they're applying it. And I love the fact that people are doing different things with it, right? You don't always have to just follow, what I'm giving. It could be whatever you see it for yourself. And I think thinking about legacy and ownership, especially in the Black community, that's so important. So seeing like establishment of franchises and establishment of buy and hold properties, that's legacy. So those things are like, it's like, okay, God, I did what I'm supposed to be doing. Yeah, absolutely.
To be able to pass something down to your daughter and to be able to, leave a legacy and continue to carry on and feed into the family, that has to be, an extraordinary feeling for you.
Yes.
So now that we are up on our thing in the married life, so how was it getting married? How was it? How was the married life? What does that feel like to you?
I love married life.
Yes.
It is one of those situations where, you start realizing that it's important for you to think about somebody else other than yourself, right? And your kid, and you're putting all the pieces together. Our wedding was super fun because we were getting married during COVID and we had this big, huge, like elaborate wedding, like planned out. It kept getting pushed out. It's like, babe, are we ever going to be able to get married? And so kind of when COVID started getting a little bit lighter, we invited, and it's like maybe like 60 or 70 people to the house. And we were like, hey, we're just going to do a party. We're going to just have like a quick party. Just come out. It's an engagement party. People showed up. We were like, everybody, wear white. People showed up. They were like, this is very fancy for an engagement party. And then we partied and then it was like, okay, I'll be right back. Went upstairs, changed into a full-on wedding gown. The whole house changed over. The officiant was outside, and we had a pop-up wedding. So people were like, oh, my God. And I went live in my group, so I had it playing in my Facebook group. And it's just building community, right? It's like I'm welcoming you in, and it's like, it was a beautiful moment for us. Like, we really do love each other. We enjoy our relationship. We're best friends. We travel a lot. So...
I think that's amazing.
Thank you.
Close the back door. Close the back door. I tell you the truth on all that good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Please close the back door. Lee Johnson, you guys, thank you. The sound is red. You know YANA Lou gonna be real. Let me tell y'all what she just pointed out. I'm finna crack y'all up and bust your ribs. I was gonna wear that same outfit. She's laughing because the red lipstick hit the cotton.
Oh no!
Y'all know I keep it real and keep it raw. We're gonna go to commercial real quick, and we're gonna get a little bit more information before we close it out on her interview. I love y'all so much, but I'm gonna go fix the tooth. How about that? You know I love being raw with YANA Lou.
You are silly.
I tell you. So he'll put the commercial in, he'll break it down. Hey guys, what's up? Well, did you get your blankets, your cotton balls, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, your wife, your husband, the dog, and the family to come back to Royal YANA Lou? I love it. Absolutely love it. Thank you. If you didn't know what Chew and Chat with YANA Lou was about, it's basically about pushing you towards your goals and dreams and putting the spotlight on the next who. You got to know who you are, you got to know what you're doing, and you got to know how you're going to get there. Well, I only interview the elite, so if I ask you to come on the show, be honored. Know that these are not simple interviews, but it is diving into the people that are doing something great and something magnificent that we all need to know. We get a lot of bad news every single day. I'm tired of it. So if I have to have a voice out here, I'm gonna have a voice with the positive people that's tearing it up in Atlanta, trailblazing in their industry on what they're doing. So let's get back to Miss Jeanine Searcy.
Hey. We're back.
Yeah, I love you. Guys, I love this woman. Please give your social media handles one more time because I want them to follow Black Girls in Real Estate. This is the young lady of Black Girls in Real Estate. She created it, went in her kitchen, got in her notebooks and her pens and her markers, put it together. She's always been organized, always been on time and dead pinpoint. I've always been lagging behind someone doing some, talking about, I'm on the way.
I'm coming. I should have known. Messing around with you, okay?
Oh, I had to just make her feel like her sister was back.
Pull up, are you here? Yes. You know I am. I'm here.
She's gonna always be there, and I'm gonna always be celebrity type late.
Casually late.
No. I have medical problems that she doesn't have, okay? No. So,
does that come with a handicap sticker?
Yeah, you know they should make you
They need to make you one. So when you're late, you can park at the front and just walk in.
The things that you do, you get them done quick. So can you tell them to get your sister one? Because I sure need them. We're parking in front, honey. So got VIP up in here. Period. Sis, what are some things in the real estate department that I know this that you offer to help people, get into the real estate? You issue them funding opportunities and options in order for them to dive into the real estate if they've never been into it before and different things like that. She also does classes and stuff. So talk about that.
Yeah. So I have a company called Clear to Close Capital, and we do funding. So you could be a brand new investor, a seasoned investor, looking for fix and flip loans, new construction, commercial. We do all of that. So you guys can follow us there. We can help you with down payment assistance. We can help you with getting into the loan. That's really my specialty is what I do. Yeah. So we have that piece of the business. And then we also have a monthly membership. It's called She Builds Community. It's a wealth building community. We're teaching agents, we're teaching investors, and we're teaching people that are brand new to the industry. Then I also have my For Investors Only, which is my private coaching. That's where I'll, handhold you and walk you through your first renovation project. And then we also have another project, not a project, but another business that's called Own Your Profits. And that's with me and one of my business partners, Rakeem Campbell. Shout out to Rakeem out in Chicago. He's my GC. And we teach people how to get their general contracting license and also how to be investors. So I'm busy.
The girl
I do a lot. Yeah.
Hello. If I didn't have anybody to explain why I do these interviews, she just did it, okay? She's in the spotlight. We put the spotlight, and that's what it's about. We get enough negative stuff. It's time to put the positive, and I love putting the spotlight on someone as such as yourself.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
Oh,
this is like such a dope, surreal moment. I'm like, oh my gosh. God,
they don't even know.
Now I'm telling you, over 10 years of friendship.
Let me tell you.
I've been in Atlanta almost 15 years now. Can you believe that? It's crazy to me.
Let me tell you how we met, and it was so funny. So I have my private little spot. It's a restaurant in Buckhead, right? Because my salon was down there. And she was, with baby
I
on
was
the
with
way.
the baby.
Baby on the way. And her gentleman, they were sitting in the restaurant, honey, sitting back. And me and my little sister, I think it was my sister.
You were with your sister and a guy.
Yeah, my
like,
sister was out eating and stuff because it was
looking
my regular
fly
spot.
with the hat.
Oh, yeah?
You had like the fedora on. I was like, who is this girl?
Before they even start bringing
so
it out.
cute.
You know
You
what
were
I'm saying?
so
Let's just let
cute.
them know that. Before y'all even start rocking it, Yana Lou was rocking it.
You were.
So we were in this restaurant, and I hide in this place because the lights are dim, and have some money because you're gonna pay a little cute bill.
Yep.
And that's just how we play.
Yes.
Right? Let me tell you something. And I just saw them. I just told them they look so scrumptious, and we were over there talking business. And then because their business sense saw our business sense handling business, they kicked in. We spoke because they were still sitting there enjoying themselves. And I think Jeanine said something and asked, "Oh, so what do y'all do?" And she was so cute. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't it was what do y'all do? Because I was just heard. And we linked, and ever since that, it was A1 day one. And here we go 10 years later, and we still on the
Literally.
same page. Love
10
it.
years.
Do you hear me?
I'm telling you.
It's delicious.
It's just, I think it just shows to the ability of again, what I was saying earlier about networking in Atlanta.
Yeah.
You never know who you're going to meet. And it's so important to go outside, but to go outside in the right rooms, right? You should be trying to elevate. So going into different places and spaces that maybe you would never go, or different, networking events, different types of industries. Atlanta is a good scene for doing any of that.
Anything.
Yeah.
Honey, you can get it all done in Atlanta.
You can.
If you out here in Atlanta, honey, you can't get nothing done, you just
That's
sorry.
your fault.
You just being sorry.
That's your fault. I tell people,
unless you're being watched.
Well, that's something different.
Blackballed.
Listen, we are.
Saw your face, girl.
I was like, but
you know what that means.
Yeah, but as entrepreneurs, to me, I feel like we have a license to print money. That's what I say.
Yeah.
Because you might one day, your bank account might be negative. You might be zero. The next day, 40,000, 50,000. It's like, if you don't go outside, that's your fault that you don't have business. There's so many people out here that are marketing themselves. They're going live. They're showing up every single day. And I tell people all the time, sometimes it's not that somebody is special, it's they're consistent.
That part.
So they're gonna show up, they're gonna market their business, they're gonna keep showing up every single day. I remember I used to have lives, nobody was on it. My mom might have gotten on it, and now it's like those lives, as soon as I go live, those generate me business. They generate inquiries for me. They generate people wanting to talk to me, which generates to cash. So if you're not out marketing yourself, that's
shame on you.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Especially in the era of social media. It's crazy.
You. Honey, it is such an amazing opportunity to have interviewed you and brought you
Thank
down here and just chatted with Yana Love.
I had such a good time with you.
You better.
As always.
Well, listen, just if you got 10 more minutes, just pop on the second show right after this real quick and say hi.
Okay, absolutely.
Yeah, and love,
I would love to.
Y'all listen, please patronize her. Please go on her site. Please dive into her. Where am I looking, honey? I'm just kidding. Please dive into her seriously and check her out. Black Girls Real Estate. Go on Facebook, look it up, and all her other social media handles are on there, and then you will find them and go to her links and talk about it. We have someone just walked in the house in the audience, and she's African American, and she's running for the president of 2024 right now today. And it is amazing. So it's amazing to have two powerful Black women in the house tonight. I think it's awesome. Yes, wonderful, guys. So listen, I'm telling you, if you would like to have your opportunity to sit with the real Yana Lou, please do it. But it will not be with this red shrag, okay? I threw some weave in my hair, and the black is back in a minute, okay? Call right after this show. I'm serious. Y'all see I'm over here hurting. Y'all celebrity girls that do hair, you should have came on here and grabbed me. Shame on y'all. Listen, be great, have fun. Jeanine, is there anybody want to give shout outs to and tell them you love them before we get out of here?
Yes, shout out to my husband, Nick. Thank you for everything. Shout out to my baby, Naomi, and to my parents. And of course, to the Black Girls in Real Estate team. I could not do this without you guys. You're the best. Thank you.
I love it.
And everyone that follows and supports.
Ow, that part. Go be hot. Get yourself going like this young lady. Go do something great. Go understand the plan. Be on time. Have the assignment. Be the assignment. Be on the during assignment. That's a blooper, ain't it? We'll leave it. I don't care. Be on the damn assignment and make sure that you're on time for it. Real talk. I know I'm supposed to be serious. I'm not going to do that. But Chew and Chat with Yana Lou, 5295 Stone Mountain Highway, Suite W. Every Friday at 7 o'clock. We're going to rock it out with Jeanine in peace. Y'all, let me tell y'all something real quick before I get up out of here. I do not like this color. I do not like this weave on my hair. I do not. It's coming out. I'm going to put some long stuff in. There y'all go, because I know y'all have been wondering if it's mine or not. So there you go. I just get delicious with my weave and know how to put it in, and the lashes. It's about the fakest it's going to get. Everything else is real. Keep it funny. Come back and see me next week. And we out.